welcome back to another video. Sorry it's a little bit loud. I am not recording this on my mic setup. So yeah, audio might kind of suck. Sorry if it does. But today it is another week. I do not feel like working on this car. It's been cold, it's been gloomy. I've been a little depressed lately. I just don't feel like working on it. I want to enjoy it a little bit. So the sun's out. I got a free afternoon. So I'm just gonna drive this car and enjoy it. Kind of cruise out to some of my favorite spots around Fond du Lac where I live. Maybe take a couple photos, get a couple clips. I figured take you guys along for the ride. So here we go. On to another week, on to another video. Let's enjoy the sunshine. Lakeside Park, it's exactly the way it sounds. It's a park right on the lake. When I first came to Fond du Lac in 2006, and I was still cruising around my second gen DSM, the best part was coming down here and all the cars were parked up. Anybody that had something they were proud of at that time would come and park down here, and every once in a while we would line up, not in the park, we'd go somewhere else, line up and race each other, which was super cool. But yeah, this used to be like the spot to be. I don't really feel like anybody comes down here anymore, everybody meets down here anymore. It's kind of become a mess, a little bit of a ruckus, I guess you could say. So they're currently doing things right now, driving through the park. They're doing things right now to clean it up and make it nice, and hopefully bring people back, to the area. So we'll kind of see how all that shakes out. But first spot I don't mind cruising through is Lakeside Park. So let's get off to our number 2 here. We're gonna do a top 3. So we're gonna do a number 2. My second favorite spot to cruise through, grab photos or clips, I guess you could say. So here we go, spot 2. All right, rolling up right now, spot number 2, downtown. Literally downtown Main Street. Classic looking buildings. It's pretty busy right now. It's obviously the afternoon in the middle of a normal working day. But normally there's lots of spots where you can park and use these big buildings and these really old school cool looking buildings as your background and your backdrop, which is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna see if I can find a spot. To park up. There's a spot there and a spot there, but those buildings aren't very cool. And then always the echo of downtown is always so sick. top of the parking ramp, fingers crossed, and kind of show you guys some of the buildings and stuff I'm talking about. Almost to the top, chains closed. Go figure. What about back here? Chain not closed. Go up the wrong way here, just so you can see it. Don't worry about my lock and diff. Let's see if we can make it up to the last one. Top to show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll hop out here and catch a couple clips. Shots at these locations is a little bit shaky. I'm sorry. It is insanely windy. I am doing my best to keep it smooth, but life goes on. All right. Spot number 1, Lakeside Park. Spot number 2, anything downtown. The parking ramps. Getting in and out of those parking ramps isn't terribly difficult, but it sure is stressful. Now we're going to spot number 3. Spot number 3 is a small jog out the east side of town, the east side of Fond du Lac, and it's the scenic overlook. So it's a pretty cool little area that you can oversee Lake Winnebago, and you're out in that area. I might be a little bit late with how much the wind's been blowing, but normally if you want to take some fall shots with the colors and stuff like that, that's a pretty good spot to do it. So we're gonna make our way out to the scenic overlook. We will get ourselves a couple of clips, and then we'll see where we go from there. Overlook. Cool little area. Northern lights, when that stuff happens in the area and stuff like that, you can catch the northern lights, which is pretty slick. But yeah, typically there's a little bit more leaves on the tree and stuff like that, get a little bit more color in the fall time, but either way. So those are 3 of my favorite areas to grab some photos or grab some shots or grab some content, clips, or whatever it is that you're looking for. And that's kind of where I'm at. Did not feel like working on the car today. Felt like cruising, putting a couple miles on, getting some driving in, and we did just that. So once in a while you got to clear the mind and do what you want to do. Don't force yourself to do stuff, because you're probably not going to do a very good job whatever you're working on anyway. So thank you so much for following along with today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Please subscribe, comment, like. We do appreciate all that. It helps us continue to do what we're doing. Besides that, we'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Well, every once in a while you gotta leave your mark. guess there's my once in a while.